Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Come on, set! 52 Blues!
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jalen Johnson up from his corner spot to make the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set! 10 black, hut!
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
45, watch, hey, go Fury!
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And this play's going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the ground, it is the rookie from Oklahoma. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. The incompletion brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point. Does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set.
He'll drop to throw. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. That has played good for 22. That's good for a Colts first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Set, cut.
He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll get this one out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. And the Bears first down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. the toss. They'll run. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Third down and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
A run now on 2nd down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Going on 1st down, it's Williams.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, they'll run. Bears are going to have a 1st and goal inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
He'll be wrapped up there, down at the 3-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So you want to keep...
Got a man, it's caught for the touchdown. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result? 2 points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready. Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 12 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. Steal. Check. 45. Wide. Hut, hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. Oh, great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First and 10 at
Ready.
the 32-yard line.
10 cycles. Shot. 17. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone first time today.
The extra point is good. And the Colts are out in front. It is 10-8. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 47 yards. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Second and 5. Here's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number one.
A 43-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 10 black. Drill green. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Set.
He'll get up here and spike it, and time for one final play right here. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott.
Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Ogunze. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 14. And the Bears.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast. And these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 36 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's complete. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Colts have come away with the football. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's out quickly to Pittman. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground. They plan on extending this drive.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. He tried to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line, and they turn it over on downs.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Chicago.
What is on?
To throw is Williams. That one taken in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Able to get the touchdown, Greg, as they played man coverage and got burned.
Eye discipline, Mike. Every secondary coach and defensive coordinator around the league, they emphasize you have to keep your eyes on your responsibility, because when you don't and you peek, you try to do too much, it results in plays like that, and you just don't see guys at this level that open.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, wide open. It's Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8.
Let's go. Set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The UCLA man The former first-rounder, Laiatu Latu, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He gets this complete to Burden. Well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Swift. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. Oh, he's got through past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. To the goal line and in. Josh Wiley. Touchdown Colts. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.